around the world in football. Hello, and welcome to the Poopy Twishy Luke stream slash channel, depending where you're watching. I've gotten used to saying that now at the start of every stream slash video, depending where you're watching. And I might stop one day, but not right now. It's Thursday, which means, of course, it is time for Football Manager. Big stuff, big times. Big times is happening. That's right. Big times is happening. What do I mean by that? Well, I like Football Manager, and it's the big time because, as you may remember from if you were here last week for the stream, if not, spoilers. There was a moving club to Preston in England. League One, but it is the big time compared to the places that we've been. I would argue the only places maybe slightly bigger were when we got to the top division of Ukraine and spent a few months before that all went wrong. And the CONCACAF Champions League, that was pretty big. That probably did a wonder for the reputation of us in Korea. Around the world in football, a journeyman save. In case you need reminding or you're new, that's what this is. It's a very standard journeyman. No coaching badges, no experience, nothing like that. None of the aforementioned traits, except for one, the adaptability one. But that only does adaptability, and that's because it's journeyman. As I remember, you used to be able to put the points in. You used to be able to use all your points in adaptability, which made you better for going around the world in football. So it's a very basic journeyman, and we've only just made it to League One. Because I was trying to stay away from England for a while, at least, to try and, give it a bit of flavour. Right. Preston. So, here it is. Last time, this was the pre-season and start of the league, and we got to here. We saw these three games, the 5-1 against Barnsley, the 3-2 win against Torquay, and the exceptionally crazy 6-3 away win at Carlisle last time out. And we have played some more since then. Let's go through the games, one by one. Next up, we played in the Virtu Trophy, losing in a penalty shootout after a draw in the league group stage. It's a strange trophy. That's how it works, though, for some reason. No draws allowed. Next up was a 2-2 draw away at Exeter, where Izinwata and Doyle got some goals. Nothing past the 53rd minute, though, in anybody. Good game from the left-back. There. Next up, Peterborough at home, a 2-1 win. We actually scored all three goals. Seth Ridgen managed to bag an own goal. And I will come back and check. I'm not sure. There is a goal I want to show from Roland Idowu. It was one of these goals. And it was exceptional. He won goal of the month for it. And when I saw it, I went, true Football Manager legacy. Next up, a second 2-1 win in a row at home. This time against Burton. 2 late goals. We had to turn this game around. A lot of focus, a lot of mind, energy put into the game. And we won it. So, can't say fairer than that. Followed that up with a 2-1 loss away at Barrow, where we scored in between their 2 goals, but what can you do? It's okay, though. Sorry. I will say, Barrow are the current league leaders, so away from home, 2-1 isn't as bad as it might first look. Then after that, a 1-1 draw away at Sheffield Wednesday, who are also up there. And we did that with 10 men for most of the game. We scored, we got a man sent off, And then it took them till the 62nd minute to come back into the game in their home of Hillsborough. So very good job to hold on to that. Come back in the FA Cup against Forest Green. They took us to extra time. Bit annoying. They kept equalising, the bastards. But we did get it done in extra time with 2 more goals. Again, Belade, you could see, has scored some more. He's a wonderful player. Moving into November, a 2-1 win at home to Plymouth. We love winning 2-1 at home. It's just what we do. They actually went 1-0 up. We came back just round about. Is that either side of half-time or both just after half-time? Either way, we turned it round. We're bloody brilliant. Until we met Salford and then we lost 1-0. Doesn't matter. Grimsby up next in the Virtue Trophy. It's still that league phase. A 2-0 win. McCleary and Ezenwater getting goals. Good performances in the back line. Lovely. And that did move us on to the actual knockout stage of the Virtue Trophy. It's not something that me or the board are that interested in. So, Portsmouth. A 3-0 away win at Portsmouth is nothing to be sniffed at. Is this the goal? Well, I'll have to check them out. But there was definitely a Roland Idowu goal that was bloody lovely. And I can't remember which one it was. He doesn't score that many. Played again on the score sheet. 3-3 at home to Cardiff. They actually scored... Well, we went 2-0 up. They went 3-2 up. And then we scored late on to snatch the draw. We don't do boring football, really. Apart from the 1-0 home loss to Salford. But we'll ignore that. Next up, we won 3-0 away at Reading. The Majeski Stadium. Or the Select Car Leasing Stadium, but... I mean, if you're calling it that. Come on. We scored all 3 of our goals in 20 minutes and then just did the business from there. Good performance from Gauchi. Love to see it. Next up, Sheffield Wednesday in that Virtue Trophy. At home, a 1-0 loss. We got knocked out. No big loss. Next up was another cup game. It was Blackpool. A 4-3 away loss in extra time. Took it all the way, but couldn't quite get the job done against Blackpool, who I believe are in our league as well, in the FA Cup. So, real shame. And that is the very start of December. We got to the second round of the FA Cup. The board only wanted the first round. I would like to go a bit further, maybe meet a Premier League side or something, but, you know, you can't have everything. And we're out of the Virtue Trophy. And even before you saw anything, I mean, last week, I think we were already out of the Carabao Cup, so there is no cup competitions left to play in. We are all about the league now. All about that league, baby. And that is what is on today's agenda. As we go, bang! Oh, I went too far. We play in Blackpool again, this time at home. Only a week after we play them in the FA Cup. And we're going to, in this stream, at a bare minimum, play through the entirety of December. A packed fixture list. Blackpool, Cardiff, Torquay, Burnley, Carlisle and Peterborough await us at a minimum. And then, I mean, January's also packed, so we've got Barrow at home, the league leaders. Speaking of the league and the leaders and such, this is what it currently looks like. We are sat in 8th, which I thought, I think I mentioned it last week, I thought that the board wanted us to get into the playoffs as a minimum. They actually wanted a mid-table finish as a minimum. So I'm already setting higher standards, basically. And doing it in a fun, entertaining, attacking way. Wow. We do have 2 games in hand on some teams, because you know how League One is. Sometimes things go a little crazy. I think also we were able to postpone a game because we had some players on international duty with under-23s and other such teams. So that's always the risk when you're in League One and you sign a couple of internationals to be key players. They might just get called away, but you can now request to delay. Sorry, there's a fly right in front of my face. I just went cross-eyed for a second. I went, Ooh! I didn't do the hand motion or the scream, but I've added that in. Not in post-production, which what would I call a YouTube video or stream post-production. I'm literally streaming live. You saw me do it. Yeah. Bloody brilliant. Arrow, like I say, top of the league currently, 2 points out of Plymouth, Sheffield Wednesday, Blackpool, who we just lost to and are now playing again, are ahead of us, but only just. So today's game against Blackpool at home is a good chance to try and reel some of these teams in. You could see the likes of Reading and Oxford. We have at least one game in hand over both of them. So we can sort of move into contention of the playoffs with even just one win. It is all about this top 8. I know there's only 4 points between us and Portsmouth, but I think I've looked at... I'll show you the numbers right here, right now. So in terms of games won, I think is the best metric to show you what I mean by that. 1 through 8 is just the top 8 on games won. So it is just the top 8 are the best 8 teams. They're the teams that win the most. And then it jumps to 11th and then to 19th. So the rest of the table is a confusing mess. And then the bottom 5 are the bottom 5. Wickham, come on, guys. Pick it up. God. You don't fill me with confidence here. I'm not even managing you. Ah, bloody hell. The other important thing to mention is, other than Barrow, we have actually scored the most goals in the league. And they've actually also scored that many goals. But they've actually played 2 more games. So, we are a goal-scoring team. It's just they're slightly better defensively, as you can see here. We have conceded the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9th most goals in the league. Other than Exeter, who are up with us as well in 7th, it's the most in any top half team conceded. So we go, basically, we are going to score 1 more than you. That's our whole thing. And then Arrow are right down here, like one of the better sides in the league for conceding. Wickham, strangely enough, only conceded 25. I'm not managing them, but I just keep talking about them. But it's because I love them and I want them to do okay and not get relegated. I'm already going too high up to think about dropping down another division to pick another team back up, but who knows? Who knows? I am hoping to at least make a push for the playoffs. And the board, they love it too, because I'll go to my career and to my contract, have actually given me a new deal. An extra year on the contract. They offered that before January. I think this might be one of the earliest, new contracts I've ever been offered in this entire save. Considering after the first, 5 games, they were probably looking at a possible sacking, a very quick sacking of me, because nothing had quite clicked yet. The turnaround is spectacular. 4.3k a week. I would not mind that right now. And they've also, you can see here, click on it, click on it. I'm doing my National B license. Preston are treating me very, very nicely. I'm studying for the National B license. I've got a new contract. They haven't given me any more transfer budget, but they have. I don't know where would be the best place to show it. Probably here. Boosted, because I asked them as well as the badges. They've boosted the transfer revenue retained. So no longer will it be whatever it was before, 25, 30%. It is now 50%. So if we sell somebody for $1 million, we get in that 500k in the bank, excluding any other clauses or percentages for other clubs in profit and things. Profit and things! No need for a song there, is it? No need for it. Right, looking at the team, you can see it doesn't look like it's changed much. Blade is the standout performer at the minute. Idowu, again, I was going to try and show you his goal, wasn't I? By the way, in case you're wondering why I don't do as many, like, in-between match sort of things, I mean, that's a banger too. He doesn't do anything but bangs. That's not even the one I'm talking about, and that's a banger. But yeah, it takes this long, and it's all sorts of weird and wacky. And also, once you get out of it, you can't just go back. You have to press continue, or go to match. So if you're about to... If you're trying to do, like, cut up some, or record some highlights in between, you have to make sure there's something stopping you from continuing, so you don't continue in between every highlight. It's insane. So, just think of the creators out there, what they're going through. Don't. Anyway, this is definitely going to be the goal then. That one goal of the month for Roland Idowu, Irish winger and superstar. It comes from a Peterborough free kick. Ball comes out to Ezenwater. He looks upfield. He sees Roland. Roland picks it up here at the halfway line. Runs at a player. Gives him the little whoop, through the legs. Round. Wide angle. Smashes it home. Yeah. I will also say, as much as he only scores bangers and he's very good at this sort of coming inside sort of business, this playmaking winger, he has had some, not lengthy, but long enough to be a bit annoying and keep him out for a while, injuries through the season, which is why he hasn't played nearly as many games. A lot of, other than like Belade and Ridgen, a lot of the loanees have got unhappy with the amount of playing time. And that was to be expected, because I brought them in promising, first team football. It was never really going to happen. Except for Ridgen and Belade. But yeah, the rest of them, I wouldn't mind. I think we're paying a decent amount of wages on just these 4 players here, McCleary, Andrick, Lopier and Gil. So if they have to leave, they get recalled. I think Andrick is already getting recalled at the next possibility, which is January. Then we can reinvest that wages into new loanees or free transfers, depending on what's out there in January. Because, you know, some other leagues stop and contracts end. I know it's in like the J League and other places like that, but there's going to be options out there, basically, to use the wages to bring them in, which we need. We don't actually have a lot anyway, so we actually probably do need them to leave. As well as that, the interest in Smith, because he's barely played, and as much as he looks all right, I just think we've got better options at the minute. So his contract's up at the end of the year. I will not be renewing it. If I can get any money for him before he gets a pre-contract agreement, I will. A similar thing with Matthias Linz, although with the caveat that I will not be renewing his contract, but I will be using him for the rest of the year, because, as you can see, he's had to play a bit more recently. You know, remember Forrester got that red card that time. I brought Linz in, and he actually did quite well, so unless we can get a bit of money for him, I'll probably keep him around for the rest of the season just to use him and then just let him go on a free. But he's been pretty good when he has played. I feel bad for him. And Stobble is also here. Maybe he could leave. £950 a week for a third choice keeper who's not actually going to improve that much. We should really get rid of you as well. Again, your contract's expiring at the end of the year. If we can get rid of you, yeah, we will. We certainly will. Otherwise... Oh, yes. There's a second thing here, second formation tactic, if you will. And that is because, in order to keep Belade, Torino have been in touch. Firstly, it was because he was playing off the left as an inside forward too much, and not as a striker, as apparently we agreed to Reno. And then they got in touch because when I was playing him as a striker, I wasn't playing him as a deep lying forward enough, as we agreed. So essentially what we've done is we've adapted to include him, which means in number 2, you'll find that he is also there. It says target forward as the thing because, I mean, Koulibaly's been in my ear. asking for more game time as well. I promised him it because he's, got the potential, and I've been trying to sort of fit them both into the team so Blade can sort of play off of him. But at the same time as playing off of him, when we play this, he is asked to stay wider, and I usually ask him to run from position as well, but apparently I forgot to do that for a bit. Should probably also ask you to run position in this sort of thing. Basically, it means that we still get the width that we would as an inside forward, and then we can fulfill our loan requirements to keep Blade into the team, which is exactly what we want, because he's bloody brilliant. If you ask my coaches, they think he's a decent Premier League player right now. His value's still only 130 to 4.7 mil. If we can get him permanently, there's a big argument to say we should. It's a shame we didn't get him when Torino did, because they got him only last year. 350k. And he has got Serie A experience. They presumably just, for some reason, thought he wasn't quite at that level and wanted to send him to the English League One on loan. But they got him from the National League in France. And now he's found his feet and he's tearing up here. So if we can keep him, I would love it if we could keep him. R.I.P. Keggy. Not even a Newcastle fan, but, legend. Right. Shall we get started on some Football Manager, some games? It's 26 minutes into the stream. And as usual, I do ramble on about what's been happening and what and why and who and where, and showing you a goal. I did show you some Football Manager. I showed you the best of it. So, the team for today is Gauchi, Graham, Forrester, Villalobos, or Tom, Owen, Dodgson, Chadwick, Ridgeon, Doyle, Adowu, Ezenwater, and Blade. It's likely our strongest starting 11. Sorry, Koulibaly. He also hasn't scored in a while, so we're worried. And he's going to be pissed off because I'm not starting him today, but I told him he needs to buck up his ideas. Quite frankly. Right. Blackpool at home. Let's get it. Forrester, who got that red card earlier in the season and was banned for 3 games, by the way, is also 31, so is not one for the future, like Tom Villalobos. But speaking of red cards, that's going to be one for Pitter, surely. Shea Pitter. Pitter-patter off the field. Maybe Doyle suffers at the fact that Blade plays deep-lying forward. Maybe he gets a bit more space around the edge of the area to find those balls and find those shots when Blade has coming off as an inside forward. It shouldn't affect him too much, though, although saying that, you can see up there, Oz, Doyle, Ezenwater, and Blade are all stood in a very similar position. They are really overloading that right back, which is why probably a lot of our goals come from that left-hand side, except when Adowu does something absolutely magical. Here is Dodgson, who also finds a lot of room on the left-hand side. Blade's in the box. Blade continues his scoring. It's 12-16 for Sheriff Blade. Will that put him back? I didn't even show you the player stats, because it takes an extra few clicks to get to, and I forgot. But he is currently, before this game at least, second in the goal-scoring charts for League One. Could this be moving him further towards the promised land of a Golden Boot? You get a Golden Boot in League One? I presume there's one for every league, right? Come on. I was about to demand more, but it looks like there is a highlight before that could even possibly happen. As here come Blackpool. Maybe, I was about to say, maybe at the most dangerous with 10 men, but no, it doesn't look like it. Adowu gets it into Koulibaly, who's dropped deep as the target forward, finds a wonderful ball back out to Adowu. Adowu, long ball in, Koulibaly! There he is! That's the 200 centimetre... meters, it's 2 meters. That's the 2 meter high striker I signed. That's the one I know. Picks up the ball deep, plays the first pass, and then busts a lung to get into the box. Leaps higher than anybody. And the header is wonderfully placed into the corner. Oh, that's the sort of stuff we dream about. 2-0 win at home against a side higher than us in the league. I don't think that's updated yet, so ignore that. Nice work, everyone. What does that actually do for the table? 7th. That means Exeter also got a win. They've got 2 games in hand on us. And we've still got a game in hand on Oxford. No, not Oxford. Blackpool and Plymouth and Barrow. We've actually got 2 games in hand on the top 2. Would 2 wins take us into contention? No. But it would move us in contention for looking at being in contention. If any of them dropped off at any point. Oh yeah, something I nearly forgot to mention. Gauchi. Remember Gauchi? I was doing the accent because he was Australian. In the last week, he's decided, fuck you, and he's decided to represent Malta instead now. So the team is Gauchi, Graham, Forrester, Tom, Dodgson, Chadwick, Ridgeon, Doyle, Idowu, Koulibaly, and Blade. Let's get out there and at her, Cardiff, please. And then it's just, okay, we've got the ball back again. This is, oh, it's just, I mean, I should be used to this within the half a season. It's end to end. It's what we do. Idowu heads it on. Koulibaly. Oh, it's going back. It's just these highlights are sometimes extraordinarily long without giving anything away. Although it looks now it looks like Cardiff, but it looked like us for a bit. The second goal in 20 matches, is it? All right. No, fair enough. Appreciate it. Lads. And we're starting from back here, are we? No, we're not watching the full highlight. A corner for Cardiff. Good clearance by Ridgeon. And we've got 2 players out the box. That is, I personally sort of believe in. Chadwick. The challenge isn't successful. It's that same guy! We've gone 2 down. Okay. Remain calm. Who's doing terribly out there? Get your fucking axe together. Doyle. To Dodgson. Doyle. To Dodgson. To Chadwick. Long ball forward. Koulibaly's there. Heads it down to Blade. That's perfect. That's the sort of stuff we like to see from the target forward and the inside forward. Dodgson, ball in the box. Koulibaly to Blade! Oh, it's the 2 of them again! The header down. Blade gets his 13th goal of the season. And we're back in the match. There's 3 goals in this game inside 20 minutes. That little tweak has worked wonders, because now it seems that Koulibaly and Blade are closer to each other, and the wandering giant that is Koulibaly can just simply nod it down to Blade anytime he feels like it. And that's precisely the sort of stuff we're looking for. Cardiff? Come on. Stop this. Why are you doing this to us? Koulibaly heads away. There's nobody on the edge of the area to help clear it, and it's just going to come straight back at us. Fuck off, clan. Well. Well then. Well, now you've angered me. The XG, yeah, maybe they should win, but this is considerably unfair that they've got 3 goals to 1. I don't like it. I don't like it. Because every time we get this close to the old playoffs, just like to throw it away, don't we? I did see something else that I've just remembered as well. I don't know if it'll still be... he doesn't like that I haven't given him... Okay. I'll do it in this game as well, if he fucking does the business. It's Torquay. He's got no excuse. Can I find it? The top 50 players in world football? No. Okay. I think I remember where he was anyway. Basically, there is, in the top 50 players in world football, there is finally a new gen in that list. And his name is Mark Burrell Sabai. And he also came from ASEC Mimosas. I looked at his history because I was outstanding. He's so good. Superstar. He's from the Ivory Coast. He also got bought from ASEC Mimosas. This... I mean... He's tiny and he can't jump. So, in that respect, we've got the better player from the Ivory Coast and ASEC Mimosas. But in every other respect, you could argue this guy is slightly better. Roma actually got him for 240,000. Atletico Madrid paid 72 million. He's now got a value in excess of 110 million and is wanted by Manchester United. And I could see why. If I was in a top club with that amount of money, I would be pulling out all the stops to get this guy. So a few changes here today for this game. Away at Torquay. Some due to tired legs and some due to promises that I have to fulfill. The team today is Gauchi, Grehen, Forrester, Matthias Linz comes in, Williams comes in, so 2 changes in the back line there. Chadwick, Maestro and Doyle in the midfield, so 1 change in that triangle there. Idowu, Rhodes Goodwin and Koulibaly in the front 3. Rhodes Goodwin coming in for Belade, who is available off the bench, but he's unhappy about playing an unsuitable position. You played a half at inside forward. You've been playing at deep lying forward so often. Don't get pissed off at me. I'll get pissed off at you. I don't want to, because you've scored 17 goals for us, and I really like you. Please. That's the team. And let's get it. We've got to beat Torquay. Koulibaly picks it up. Little back in into Rhodes Goodwin, who gives it away immediately. He gets it back immediately as well. Doyle. Goes back to Williams. Matthias Linz. Across to Chadwick. Chadwick into Maestro. The Maestro gets it to Koulibaly, into Idowu. Idowu looks out wide to Williams. Williams makes the run into Rhodes Goodwin. This time, finishes it. Great finish. And like I say, I have been giving him more to get game time, Rhodes Goodwin, because I did pay money for him. He's not on loan. He's our player. So I do want him to develop. And I think he's got a lot of potential, especially as an inside forward coming off that left-hand side. So I do try and give him these sorts of games to play the full 90, prove himself. And he does reward me occasionally with goals like that. So far, not a lot more going on. I don't know why. I have this habit of just saying, so far, not a lot more. When you're watching, you could see. Here's Dylan Williams anyway, as I go through my own personal insecurities and anxieties. Williams to Matthias Linz, into Doyle, into Williams, into Matthias Linz. Quick, sharp football. Williams into wall behind. Doyle does get there. Crosses. Koulibaly! The Man Mountain strikes again. 7 goals in 20 matches. Not quite the goal return we're hoping for, but it is his first year here at the club, so, you know, can't be too harsh. And he is scoring again, which is the main thing. It's a lovely finish as well. He did have a lot of the goal to aim for, and he's done it. So, can't complain. Can't bloody complain. As Linz goes over the top into nobody, the keeper falls down, doing an impression of a small rhinoceros. Kicks it long. Kocher, sorry. I thought his name was Catcher the way he caught that on his chest. Alves. Well, that is the floppiest and weakest goal I ever think I've conceded. It's one long punt over the top from Torquay. I will call him Catcher, because he did catch that very nicely on his chest. Maybe if he had gone on and scored, I wouldn't have been so mad, but this... I mean, Gauchi, you're 2 meters tall, Gauchi. Why have you fallen down? It's straight at you, you big lummox. That should be that. I mean, it wasn't our best win of the season, but as long as we get the job done, that's all that matters at the end of the day. So, lovely work. Very happy. Yeah, we got the result despite not being at our best. And that makes me happy. You got injured. You twisted your knee. When did that happen? Barnsley absolutely thrashed Burnley. Burnley are really sinking. We got to play them in 2 days. Hopefully we can help. Barrow and Oxford stunk out the joint. Well done, guys. Reading beat Blackpool, which is another sort of up there. I don't know what the next word was going to be. Okay, Cardiff. You beat me at your home ground 3-1. Promotion pushing Preston. Last place Crawley rock up. You could only muster a 2-2 draw. You were 2-0 down, I'll give you that. But a 2-2 draw against bottom of the league Crawley. Are you having a Cardiff? Who knows? Villalobos has got a cold. We need you in like a day. So if you could just ride it out at the club. We've got to beat Burnley away still. So now that he's happy with his playing in a familiar position again, going to put him back out on the left. Team is Gauchi, Graham, Forrester, Tom Villalobos, Dodgson, Chadwick, Ridgen, Doyle, Idowu, Belade, and Koulibaly. Let's do it. Let's get it. Let's smash these puppies. Burnley, do they have anybody left that you can see from the original sort of team? I couldn't see it from that quick look. Here we are then. Away at Burnley. Third away game in a row. In a week. Let's go and do the business. As Grenfell tries to burst through as quickly as possible, but we've stopped him there. There's a highlight just inside 3 minutes. Belade burst down this left-hand side. He went to France. Well, he came from France. He went to the sunny shores of Italy. And now he's ended up in the pouring rain in England. But, oh, he loves it, does Sheriff Belade. He loves the pissing rain. Can you do it on a cold, rainy night in Burnley? Yes, he fucking can. What a finish that is as well, by the way. The curling effort. Glorious from the Sheriff. One touch, second touch to beat two players. The third touch, he barely even beats them. He just finds that little pocket of room to use the defender to bend the ball round into the top corner. I did a bending motion with my hand. I don't know if you saw it because of the way the camera's set up. 1-0 up, away from home, at Burnley. Fuck off. And we're in the big time a few years ago and they think they've still got it. I've insulted them enough now. Let's see the goal. No, Graham's in. Idowu. Cross to Chadwick. Let's look forward. There's Ridgen into Idowu. It's intercepted. Now there's a chance for Burnley to escape. Maybe punish, specifically me, for being rude. And they do. Bastards. I'm going to encourage. Try and keep morale high. Please. It was... I mean, Graham did well to win the ball back, and then Idowu just decided he didn't want it anymore. Immediately afterwards. Cohen, over the top. I mean, Forrester, that's your man. If you... then there's a space. Then he loses him again. Yeah, I really need to... The back line is where we need a lot of work. A lot of work. Can we not get out? We're meant to Blade. Oh, he tried. It was just a moment of magic that got us our goal. But really, we are not used to being under this pressure. Lads, please. We're going attacking. Don't piss me off before Christmas. I don't want to see it. Demar Moore. As Gauchi hammers it towards Koulibaly, who's not anywhere near it, and now they're just coming back at us. He's gotten round you, Graham. He's scored, Graham. Yeah, 14 each, you bloody bitch. You fucking fucked it, you fucking idiot, you fuck. I don't want to fucking see it. God damn it. What's happened to you lot? Come on. Create a chance at any point. Ralston. Rhodes Goodwin. Ralston, long ball over. Chadwick. Dodgson. Goes down the left-hand side. Shoots! He's got a goal. It's his first goal of the season. We're back in it. We're back in it. The left back has decided he's got to take it on himself. And quite frankly, the four up front have not done it all since Belade scored a wonder goal in 2 minutes. So thank you, Owen. At least somebody's got the minerals. Bloody hell. Oh, where are we? Okay, there's still time. Just snatch an equaliser at this point. Chadwick, long ball forward. Belade's in behind. He's moved into a better position now. He's not offside, is he? He's not offside. It's been disallowed. He's offside, of course. Of course. Ruin the moment. Ruin the moment. Not going to show me a replay. It's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy against me. We've lost 3-2. Wow. Look at it. They got beaten 6-1 a few days ago. You can muster up nothing but a 3-2 loss every time we get close to the playoffs. You just throw it away. The virus. Go home, mate. I guess we're playing Ralston. You're unhappy being played outside of his agreed position. Been one game. Take care of it. Fucking hell, Davies. All over me like a fucking rash. You weren't in 6th, I'd accuse you of watching fucking Preston games more than you watch your own fucking games. Every time I don't play him as a deep-lying forward, as a striker, happy Christmas, he immediately is on to me. Ralston thinks he should be starting more games. So, yeah. Okay. You've only got 6 more months. Just over 6 months in your contract. So why are you calling me? Are you drunk, Anthony Ralston? It's Christmas Day. He's called me on Christmas. Boss, I want to start more matches, actually. I deserve it. He's been on the tenants all night. He's going to be sore on Boxing Day, let me tell you. Boxing Day preview. Oh, we're playing on Boxing Day. Don't be sore. I hope he didn't. They expect to win this match. So do I. They've not been good. Right, Carlisle, they are down in 22nd. Don't look at the other games, because it never works out when you do that. Just know, do well. There's always a chance to go into the playoffs. Do badly, could fall quite low, actually. It's very congested in the middle. For now, then, the team to face Carlisle is Gauchi, Ralston, Forrester, Linz, Williams, Chadwick, Maestro, Doyle, Kabwit, Rhodes, Goodwin, and Koulibaly, who is even more upset. But we will worry about that as we carry on. We'll worry about that as we carry on. This highlight is still going. Still going from the since kickoff. Forrester to Ralston. Ralston goes down the right, cross all the way over to Rhodes Goodwin, keeps it in, gets it to Williams, back to Doyle, to Rhodes Goodwin, to Doyle, to Koulibaly, to Maestro, it's fallen to Koulibaly. Okay, he has scored there. He does love scoring against, I don't want to say lesser teams, because they'll hear it, and they will hurt me. But, yes. It's a good... I mean, I don't think that was a pass by Maestro, but he will take the assist. He'll have to. I'm not going to argue with Koulibaly. Why I back down in the conversation before the match? He says he's a star player. He's a star player. You know? No questions asked, mate. Ralston into Maestro, who's putting in a decent shift today, got to say. There is already some tired legs out there. We definitely actually do need a bigger squad. I can say that for certain. Williams. Ball in. Koulibaly's there. It's 2 for Koulibaly. Wonderful ball by Williams. And I know this is only Carlisle, and they're on a terrible run. And I know that last time we played a slightly rotated team, it was also it was Torquay, who were also down there. But do these players offer a better sort of balance? Especially like the front three and Williams on the left. I know Belaid's got all the goals, so maybe that argument is completely invalid, but maybe it's difficult to play those, like a Koulibaly and a Belaid together. I don't know. It's just a theory at this point. Just like the players who are getting colds and viruses kissing is just a theory, but that one's got legs. He's also a ball-playing goalkeeper. Don't mention it. You know what happened when you mentioned the false nine last time? Don't mention it. Just because something works for you doesn't mean it works for everybody else. I mean, you know it would work for me. Not passing directly to them from our own fucking goal kick. I think that works for everybody. Focus, dickheads! Focus! Not forward focus! Don't do that again, basically. Because what the fuck was that about? Giving the ball away there is a criminal act. Matthias Lins, I saw it was you. And in fact, you're tired anyway, so get out of there. We've won. 2-1. We love a 2-1 win. It's what we're all about. Yet again, within 1 point of the playoffs. All right? Just don't even pay attention to it. Right, let's get ready for the game. It's Peterborough away. Team today: Gauchi, Ralston, Forrester, Villalobos, Dodgson, Chadwick, Ridgeon, Doyle, Adowu, Koulibaly and Belaid. It's pretty full strength, apart from a couple of tired players, because December and January, like I said before, a nightmare on the fitness of League One players. Peterborough in the shit runner form, don't recognise anybody there. Let's carry on and get into the rain. We're in the Christmas perineum of 2032. So, what's not to love? Is our players in their own box, hammering it forwards. Blade not really making an effort to challenge for that ball. McMahon to East Ham, the arch rival of West Ham, on his own. Vargas. Oh, Ralston! You fucking idiot! I know a red card when I see one, Anthony Ralston. Do you think I have another right back lying around? Or do you think you would be starting if I did? Again, good to remain calm in these situations. It was a very winnable match before you did that. Now, thank you, Chadwick. We're in a bit of trouble. Adowu, Koulibaly. Koulibaly. Knobhead. Don't. Ah! Well, that guy's injured. So he should have probably stopped the game and taken the ball out of play. Not long left. We go very attacking. Which I know is like push. It's just basically like. It's either pushing the concede load button or the full time button. But we have to do something. And that something was concede immediately. Don't worry, I only threw a shitty cardboard beer mat. I'm just... every single time we are like... This was so close to the playoffs. And we're like, nah, no, that's it, actually. Let's just fuck this. Let's just fuck it up. Let's fuck the whole performance up. Why? What did I do? Who hurt you? I don't know what I did to hurt these lot, but I've... Oh, good. We're down to 8th, are we? We're down to fucking 8th? Don't appeal. Fine him 2 weeks. Idiot. Idiot. Accepts his fine. Good. You can't get sent off in 2 minutes. I mean, it's the most inconsistent. It's literally fucking Christmas lights. It's a lose, win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. We can't do this all the time. This is insane. We are wildly inconsistent. November. Oh, I miss November. Take me back to that form. This is the stupidest shit. We cannot buy a win away from home in December. Except that one against Torquay, but that's Torquay. And they still nearly pulled it back. We had one clean sheet, and that was because Blackpool got a man called Pitter sent off. Right. Okay, yeah, I I need some time. Right. Off stream, I am going to play through January and attempt to do some signings. The next time we'll meet back in Football Manager will be February for Barnsley. I'll do a quick recap of what happened through January and any signings or anything, and then we'll be in the last stretch where the games are slightly better spread out. There's only one Tuesday game in there, otherwise it's basically just week. Oh, there's another Tuesday there actually. That's after a 10 day. I can count to 10. 10-day break, so there's not that many like very quick fire games, which bears the question: why didn't they put more games in like March and February than bundling them into fucking January and December? Imagine if we were in the FA Cup as well. Absolute bollocks. Right. This has been me, Booby Duty Luke. Thank you so much for joining me in what was an up and down day and round the world in football, where I remained completely calm, never lost my head, never lost my composure, not even for a second. But now I must go. Where to? Nowhere really. I'm probably just gonna sit here, to be honest, but just cool down and watch a little video or something. YouTube. For clarity. Thank you for watching. Make sure to follow on the Twitch, and if you're on the Twitch, you can go see some other stuff on the YouTube. Edited down bits of this, stream replays, all that good stuff. And if you watch this on the YouTube, come over to the Twitch and follow and subscribe over there. Do all the things if you want to do the things, and if not, well, I hope you had a lovely time watching anyway. I hope I didn't scream too loud into your precious little eardrums. For now, so long. Oh, I did a stream yesterday of a game that's not Hitman. I put my manager, it was Blueprints, so be sure to catch up on that. That was lovely fun, lovely time, great game. Ha 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 ha, bye.